Today, me and my chat are going to be ranking conspiracy theories based on a 1 to 5 ranking. 1 being not true at all, 5 being super true. But the only difference is between me and regular people is that I'm just going to be talking out of my... I don't know anything, I'm just basing it off of what my brain thinks. And also my brain dead fan base. We're going to start from the top of the iceberg and most likely go all the way down, but that might take a little bit too long. We'll see.
I hope this video gets 0 views. What the fuck?
So there's some that I'll probably have to look up because I don't know them at all. But most of these I do know because if you don't know me, I'm a huge conspiracy theorist, bro. I'm a big conspiracy theorist. I know everything conspiracy-wise, okay? Tristan, I really don't like your hair, not gonna lie. I don't like your face. I don't like your attitude. I don't like the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you step, bro. I don't like anything about your ass. I don't like you. You at all. Ingrown, I don't care if you like my hair or not. You're a little ass boy, bro. You have no drip and no fashion, bro. This is f***ing fashion, bro. First one is Bigfoot, alright guys? So, obviously Bigfoot. I was actually talking about Bigfoot yesterday with my girlfriend's sister. And I was thinking about it. And I was like, bro, I mean, obviously something like Bigfoot would be real. Obviously you guys know what Bigfoot is. It's just basically a gorilla. Why do people get so crazy about a gorilla? I don't care if there's gorillas walking around in America. You know what I mean? So if we're basing this off of the don't care button, this would be on the 1. But if we're basing it on the realness, I'm going to say maybe he's dead now because they probably all died out. But when they were back in that mode, probably 1800s or something, I'm going to say a 5. This is getting a 5, right guys? All right, next one. Let's just go down the list. Let's be fast with these ones because these are kind of easy. Bush did 9/11. Okay. Whoa, how do I even explain this on the rankings? Oh god, this is gonna get bad. So without being too crazy with my conspiracy theories, technically, what people mean by Bush did 9/11 means that he planned the 9/11 attacks and they killed the people in there and blah, 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 blah. So technically, with a little bit more substance, you could say that yes, he did, but it was also controlled by a bigger operation, if you guys understand what I'm saying. Kind of the colors on my shirt right now, and kind of the colors of this iceberg. Yes, technically, he did. This is getting a solid 5 on the rankings. But actually, let's give it a 4. Let's give it a 4 because technically, Bush wasn't the main all-be-all of it. He was just like a side op. You know, he was like helping the program. He was with the program. Big Pharma. So Big Pharma, the theory about Big Pharma is that they make people sicker and they make things to make people sicker so we have to buy more stuff. Also, they have like the cure for cancer or whatever and they don't give it to us because it would make them less money. And they also have silenced people like Kobe basically said that they used his name for a Big Pharma ad and then allegedly he was killed after that by a helicopter. That's what they try to say. And on that note, I would say that Big Pharma is definitely real. Any big corporation that's making big money, bro, like big ass money, bro, they're obviously gonna have some big ass devilish ties, bro. You know what I mean? Like Manish on the beat, Shabay. All of my ops stated. Why did they guess me up? Why does it go on my head? All right. So I'm gonna give this one a big solid 5 because that's so vague. Big Pharma is like obviously there's a conspiracy around Big Pharma, so it's a 5 on this one, easy. Illuminati. So okay, Illuminati is obviously like we all know the Illuminati, but the thing about the Illuminati is that people like to think it's like, what do y'all think about this one? I actually want to know about what y'all think about Illuminati. Or are you guys all bots and not gonna say shit? Illuminati is real. Okay, there it is. Okay. Yo, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm not asking you guys about anything anymore. Okay, Illuminati's getting a solid like a 4 because it's probably real, but I don't think it's Illuminati that they call themselves. I think that there's secret organizations working together to like control the narrative and shit. A solid 3 because that would mean that Russia and North Korea are all in on these whole big wars together and they're all trying to fight so we all fight each other and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say a solid 3. Tristan is an Israeli, man. Okay, next one. Singers who didn't really die. This is such a bad iceberg. Holy fuck. Are any of these even good? Holy fuck. Okay. Maybe they're real. Okay, let's just go down. All right, we're gonna do really fast rankings of the top ones so we can get to the hard ones. Singers who really didn't die. We're gonna give that a 5. Simpsons. That's a 0. That's a 1. That's a 1. Actually, no. That's a 2. That's a 2. Atlantis. 3. Ghost. Ghost is a conspiracy theory, bro. Like 5. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Loch Ness Monster. 5. Obviously. What the fuck is Atlantis? You don't know what Atlantis is? Are you dumb? Crop circles. Okay, crop circles are basically alien crops. They basically make little signs in there to signal maybe other aliens or give us a message. And I think they're real because why would humans do that? Obviously, it would be really hard for us to do that. So let's go 5. Area 51. I don't know why that's on the ranking of 1 to 5, but if I had to rank it, probably a 5 if we know about it. UFOs. It probably was a 5 at once, but they probably don't have it there anymore. Holy iceberg. Fuck Joe Bart. Hard for us to plan a circle. It's not like a circle, though. They usually do, like, whole-ass logos and shit. UFOs. UFOs are a solid 4. Or 4 or 3. 4 or 3. But I think there's deeper into UFOs than we think of. You know what I mean? Okay, next one. This man. The fuck is this man? Okay. Oh, wait. Is it the Have You Seen This Man? Is that what it is, guys? Have you seen this man? Yes. Fake. Fake as fuck. 1. Real life Matrix simulation. I mean, okay. The two things I believe about the simulation are either that if we do live in a simulation, it's because God made the simulation. So instead of us thinking about like, oh, it's the controlling Illuminati making us and this and this and that, I think that technically God would be making our simulation. So technically, if it's real because God made it. But let's give it like a solid 3. I'd give it 3. I'm being stimulated right now. What does that mean? Yo, y'all are just brain dead motherfuckers. All right, we're giving it 3. 3. Mandela effect. The Mandela effect basically goes deeper, and people are trying to say that we actually switch to different parallels, different universes every single time that we think of a new Mandela effect, and that's why we forget something from our old, we remember something from our old universe that changed to our new universe. Y'all get me? So basically time skipping in different universes and shit. You know what I mean? Okay, next. I believe in the Mandela effect. Probably 5, I guess. I don't know. It's not that hard. Epstein dead. I don't know if I could talk about this on YouTube. I don't know if I can even say his name. 5. He's not dead. Okay. Next one. Vampire people. So vampires are definitely real and they live among us. Among us. Monkeys. But vampires are real and they're succubuses like Fifi and they're real people. So yes, let's give it a good solid 5 on the list. Yo, Ingrown, stop spamming or we're gonna time your ass out, bro. Damn it. You pissing me off today, bro. Vamp reference. Cardi reference. Okay, bro. Vaccines. Okay, the only reason I don't believe... Okay, call me Israeli or whatever y'all want to call me, bro, but I don't believe that vaccines would really be a conspiracy theory, because if you have to think, if the Illuminati wanted us for money or for power or to eat our babies, they wouldn't want to kill us all off with the vaccine or something like that. You know what I mean? Or they wouldn't want to do anything bad. So technically, I believe vaccines would be real because they're trying to keep us alive so they can keep going with what they want to do to us. Can we not spam the Jew word, please? You guys will get banned, bro. Last chance for all y'all motherfuckers, bro. Chill out. You realize I have to post this on YouTube, you stupid fucks. So I would say vaccine, a solid 2. A 2. Because there could be some validity to it, like how they like fucked around with the vaccines. But I would say 2 because I don't not trust my medical doctors and shit. I just feel like that's kind of stupid. Okay, next one. Gay frogs. Alright. Let me go let my dog in, bro. Y'all. Gay frogs. Gay frogs are real. Gay frogs are real. 5. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams. So I actually watched a video that said it was like about thermodynamics and physics and shit. They actually explain why jet fuel can melt steel beams. So I don't know. I just feel like jet fuel can't melt steel beams is a very, because it's obviously leaning towards, okay, well, 9/11 was a controlled demolition type shit. That's what they're trying to say. But that could be real, but also this could be real too. And I feel like that's where they try to get us, is like try to make us not understand. Like, I don't have years in astrophysics, or I don't have years in physics or anything like aerodynamics or bullshit like engineering to know if this thing is true or not. So why the fuck would I talk about it as a person? So I'm gonna say actually a 2, but the rhetoric around what they're going on, what they're trying to talk about, like a 4, obviously. You know what I mean? Real life. Oh wait, no, we already did that. Michelle Obama. Yo, a 1, bro. I don't even want to explain that one. I'm not going to explain that one. Fermi paradox. I don't know this one. We got to look this one up, guys. This is our first look up one. Fermi paradox. Unless y'all know the Fermi paradox, y'all can explain it to me. I don't know this one. The Fermi paradox is an apparent inconsistency between the lack of conclusive evidence of extraterrestrial civilizations and the apparently high likelihood of their existence. Okay. In simple terms, the Fermi paradox asks why, given the vast number of stars and potentially habitable planets in our observable universe, there's no clear evidence of extraterrestrial civilizations. And the paradox named after physicist Enrico Fermi, who blurted out the question, remembered by Emil Konopolsky as, "But where is everybody?" during lunchtime after the conversation had already moved on to other topics. This happened at Los Alamos in 1950 with the colleagues of Komponosky, Edward Teller, and Herbert York. The paradox first appeared in 1963 paper by okay, so basically they're saying, like, where the fuck, okay, how do we know that aliens are basically real, but these motherfuckers are lying, bro? These motherfuckers are lying, bro. What is bro reading? Whole lot of yeah. Bro, if y'all are paying attention, you would understand why I'm reading the Fermi paradox. But y'all are just saying stupid shit in chat and almost getting me banned. So no shit, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. So basically the Fermi paradox, what I can gather, is in the 1950s in Los Alamos, which was where they made the big nukes and shit. They're basically saying, why is there so many planets and so many stars that could have life, but we don't see any forms of life on them? And I guess that means to say, if two things, that can mean two things. One, we're not alone, and they have to be lying to us that we don't have evidence. Or two, none of this shit out there is actually real, and we're the only people on this earth, meaning that, like, God made this planet for a reason. Maybe outside is not real and shit. You sound schizo, because life is super rare. That doesn't make any sense, though. Deadass doesn't make any sense. I really rank this out of 1 out of 5. We'll give it a solid 3. Okay, time travelers. So time traveling works in the way from physicists that when I've watched time traveling things, they said that we can travel in the future, but it's impossible, like, scientifically, to travel back in the past. Y'all feel me? So whenever we see time travelers, scientifically it don't work. You know what I mean? But that's not to say that science doesn't change with what we know. And maybe we can bend time or some stupid shit that I don't understand because I'm not smart. I'm not smart at all. So I'm going to say a solid 3, because if we're basing it off the evidence we have now, it is impossible to go back in time. But it is possible to go forward in time with the right technology. So let's go 3. I'll explain the reptilian people. Okay, so recently Fox News... Yeah, I don't care, bro. If I get killed, I'll get killed. I don't care, bro. Aliens. I'm gonna look up. I don't know if it was Fox News. 4 different types of aliens, and this was from the New York Post. Okay, this is from the New York Post. So I'm not stupid, guys. I'm not just talking out of my fucking ass. Okay, if you guys want to know, I'm not talking out of my fucking ass. Okay, so these are the 4 type of aliens that the New York Post and other places have said with evidence. Okay. So the reptilian people would be these people right here. Body built, legs and arms like a real person, but they're a reptilian. Also, reptilian people are saying that they're reptilian so they can shapeshift into. That's why they would maybe be politicians. There's videos of like people like shifting their eyes and bullshit, and people are like, "Oh my god, this person's a reptilian." I don't know how much I believe that. I kind of sort of do, because like if you were to be an alien, how you would control the narrative and control our lives is by acting like one of us and just looking like one of us. But reptilian people is kind of not so a theory anymore. It's kind of like we're just trying to see when we can see them, because the fucking our literal news sources like the New York Post is now telling us that there is reptilian people, the Nordics, the gray aliens, and these little fucking insect ugly motherfuckers. So I'm not crazy. This is what they're saying. So 100%, let's go 4 on what we were just on. All right, guys. He's hot. Smash low key. Meh, 2. Really? You think it's a 2? Many worlds. So what I'm guessing the many worlds theory they're talking about, it's that Earth is one of many. So it's like the multiversal theory of like there's multiple Earths, but they're all next to each other. So many worlds theory. All right. This is the theory about it, is that it's basically like the multiverse theory, that there's millions of planets and we're not the only one. In a sense, I could believe maybe, but then that would have to mean that we're all fake, I guess. I don't know, in a way. What are y'all thinking, bro? So I'm not too knowledgeable in why this is a theory. I can't lie. I can probably read, but I'm not going to read that one. We can look at this one. Many worlds interpolation, MWI, is an interpolation of quantum mechanics that inserts the universal wave function of objectively real, and there is no wave function collapse. This implies that all possible outcomes of quantum measurements are physically realized in different worlds. The evolution of the reality as a whole in NWI is rigidly deterministic and dynamically local. Are you a philosopher now? Like Bart? Yo! I bet fucking Joe Bart! No, many worlds is also called the relative state formulation of Okay, I'm not gonna read all this, but basically they're trying to say like, yo, bro, so if this works, that means there might be a multiverses, meaning there might be multiple there are multiple planets. And if you believe in simulation theory, which we just said, and I said probably like a 2, to be honest, I don't know if there's many worlds, because that would also mean that God knew that there was multiple one of us, and he just didn't tell us that. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of far-fetched to me. 7.9 billion, because... Ellen, can you get Hobie? 3. Let's give it a 3, because it's a 50-50. Like, it could happen. Can you get Hobie? Flat Earth. Flat Earth theory is... Okay. Y'all want to hear me? Y'all want to hear the real me, or you want to hear the stupid me? You want to hear the Israel me, or you want to hear the real me? What do y'all want to hear right now? What do you want to hear? What do y'all want to hear? Fine. Fuck it. If y'all don't want to hear it, we could just skip a pause. Fine. We'll all just say 1. Fine. Well, Tristan. I'm going to say it, bro. Y'all want to hear it? All right. Let's hear it, bro. Let's hear it. Flat Earth theory. God's depicted Earth. Can you get Hobie? Jesus Christ. Bro, what the fuck is all this AI shit, bro? Bro, I don't even think they're here. Oh, my God. Give me 1 second. Oh, this is not what I'm talking about, bro. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta let out my dog. He's being annoying. But this is a whole bunch of AI slop, bro. Tristan, what was your GPA in high school? Probably like a 1.9, bro. I was fucking horrible at school. Damn, bro. Oh, shit. I almost ate shit, guys. Oh, my God. That was almost terrible. Deadass almost ate shit. Let me fix this real quick. All right. Holy cake. Be fast. My GPA in high school was probably really bad. I don't even remember at this point. All right. So, I guess this is okay. So this is the planet right here. This is the Earth that we live in and we all know and love. That's a Leviathan, by the way. So scary. So if what God said is that we lived on this planet, right? Above us was the firmament. The firmament is actually supposed to be the skies like the seas. That's why it looks like that. And above us is the sun, the one sun for us all. So our sun is only for us. All right, guys? So if I want to believe that, and if I want to say that I believe that, I would also have to believe that I don't believe that the Earth is just flat. I feel like that's kind of stupid, but I do believe if the flat Earth theory goes more into the fact that God is real, meaning that we're the only life forms. You know what I mean? Meaning that this is what God would technically make for us. That's why it basically means that space isn't real because of what God made for us and what he explained. You know what I mean? So, no, because you can't break bedrock. So, I'm going to say, guys, from what I believe, I don't believe technically space is real just because of what we've found out from biblical texts and shit like that. So, y'all can call me schizoid, y'all call me stupid and gay. Whatever y'all want to call me, bro. But I'm going to give Flat Earth Theory a solid... I'm going to give it a 4, bro. Because if you're gullible, motherfucker. Bro, see, that's the thing, though. Y'all realize how mad y'all get about Flat Earth Theory? Like, you're like, no, it's stupid. Bro, have y'all actually went out to space? Also, have you seen any single time when a spaceship goes out to space, they always goes to an actual CGI edit, bro? They never show outer space, bro. All I'm saying is, y'all don't... I can't be a juice box, bro, because y'all are the ones that are believing something that is told from us from the juice boxes. If you want to think like that, you want to go deeper into that, y'all are the ones believing shit half-assed, being like, oh, it's real, I heard my teacher say it, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, stupid motherfucker. Next one, Pizzagate. Pizzagate's not a theory anymore. It's 100% real. That is getting a solid 5. Obviously, it's real now. 5G. So basically, the 5G theory is that 5G towers are actually stuff to, I think, fuck with our brains and our brain signals or some bullshit. So, I'm going to look this up because I don't want to be completely wrong. Pizzagate, that's the P ring. So, it's technically real now because we got the Epstein files and that was... Oh, I can't say that. Fuck. Make sure I delete that in post. 5. It's obviously a 5. 5G towers theory. 5? This one's probably real. Holy fuck. Guys, this one's fucking real. Look at this, bro. You look at 5G's towers theory, the first thing that pop up is 5G misinformation. 5G conspiracy theories debunked. 5G towers and health dangers. Wait, whoa. Oh, debunk the myth org. See? The truth behind 5G conspiracy theories, it's a whole bunch of things telling us that it's not real, bro. Isn't that really scary, bro? Yo, whenever I see some shit like this, alright, bro. They're obviously trying to hide something from us. If it's that, yo, shut your fucking ass up, bro. Misinformation related to the 5G telecommunications technology was widespread in many countries of the world. The spreading of false information and conspiracy theories was propagated by the general public and celebrities. In social media, misinformation related to 5G was presented as facts and circulated intensely. I need to hear it. I need to hear what they said. There is no scientifically proven adverse health impacts for the exposure to 5G radio frequencies, radiation with levels below those suggested by the guidelines of regulated bodies, including the International Commission of Non-Ionizing Radiation Protection. Furthermore, the studies have shown that there is no noticeable increase in the everyday radio frequency electromagnetic exposure since 2012, despite the increased use of communication devices. So, immediately they're trying to tell us off the gate from literally every single, I don't know if this is Google, but Microsoft search, that it is all fake. And whenever I see that, maybe it's just a conspiracy theorist in me, I start to believe that something is starting to be real. Y'all feel me? Y'all feel me, bro? I'm starting to believe there's something they're trying to hide from us, bro. I'm starting to believe there's... So 4? I'm gonna say a 4, bro. Because they're obviously trying to hide it from us. I'm gonna say 4, bro. 4. Solid 4, bro. That's a solid 4. Denver International Airport. So if you guys know about this one, do you guys know about this one? Basically, the Denver Airport, let me just show y'all because it's actually kind of interesting to look at. It's pretty scary. Denver International Airport. So basically, the Denver International Airport looks like, basically, people say that it's supposed to be a underground bunker for elite people to go to when the end of the world happens. And they depict things like the end of the world on the walls of the Denver International Airport. The mural, see right here. It's a whole bunch of weird shit like this. Look at, as you guys can see, it's a whole bunch of artwork about. Okay, so Let me see the ones that people are talking about. So this one right here is fire, and then it's about God and people and kids dying, and there's obviously that's the serpent and these birds in the box. Wait, bird box? Holy fuck. Basically that's what people believe about it. It's like there's symbolism in their yeah, so see like that's supposed to be God coming back like a messiah, and then shit like that. So basically it's like supposed to be a whole bunch of Illuminati bullshit, like just trying to say that when the end of the world happens, the Denver International Airport is where elites would go with the underground bunker, and how they show us is through Illuminati type murals to like basically show symbolism to yeah, like this one right here is really scary. It's a guy with a gun. It kind of looks like and then there's a kid's dead. It almost looks like I don't know if I can say this, but Giza, the place with the A instead of the I. If you guys can see, obviously this looks like what you assume to be, you know. But anyways, yeah. So obviously there's some weird symbolism going on. It looks like you know, free Palestine. Anyways, yeah. So from what I can say, I don't think it's too far-fetched to believe that these elite motherfuckers that know shit before it happens have a little underground bunker somewhere. And obviously, time and time again, they show fucking shit all the time. The theory is that they'll go underground and they show symbolism up top because it's a whole bunch of like Illuminati-esque murals to show people like symbolism, and it's basically how they work. And also outside, oh god, let me show you guys this. This is fucking creepy. Horse, Denver Airport. Look at this shit. It has fucking glowing eyes, like the Four Horsemen. Like, look at this fucking devilish shit, bro. Why do you have a horse that looks like this? Isn't this creepy as dick, bro? That's the horse that stands outside of the fucking airport, bro. Why the fuck does it look like that? Yo, isn't that scary as fuck? Lucifer, bro. Yo, that shit is scary as dick and balls, bro. It's a demon horse. Where it's me. All right, that's all you care about, you freaky motherfucker. All right, so let's give that one a. I'm gonna give it a 5, bro, because they've shown that there's bunkers down there. Anyways, Roswell. I don't know. I don't know if I know what Roswell is. I don't know if I think I have it on the back of my tongue. Pause. But I don't know if I have it fully. So let's close these. When the original owner was building it, it fell on him and oh yeah, I forgot to say that. Yeah, I talked about that. I forgot to say that. Yeah. So yeah, when the original owner made that horse, basically the head fell on the horse or on the person and killed him on impact, and they just kept making the fucking horse. It was almost like a demon fucking ritual, bro. Anyways, what are we looking at? Roswell theory. Reddit. Let's go to Reddit. Oh wait, I do know Roswell, but I'm gonna let him read it because I don't want to read all this for y'all. Okay, I'm not trying to read all that.
Roswell is such a fascinating piece of history.
Okay.
I hope that we'll ultimately find conclusive proof that it was an ET craft. The lack of physical evidence with this case sucks, but there's a wealth of individual testimony. What I find useful is to categorize the claims regarding the Roswell incident by how witnesses support them, roughly in order of most supported to least supported.
She
there
sounds
was an
hot.
intimidation
All right, bro.
campaign to silence the citizens of Roswell.
Whoa.
There was a large amount of debris found on Mac Brazel's ranch that seemed to exhibit strange properties. Extremely high strength-to-weight ratio.
We're not... Okay, so I need to figure out what happened. Roswell incident. I need to figure out what happened to Roswell because I think I remember this, but it's a UFO thing, right? Roswell incident. There you go. Debris found by a rancher in 1947 near Roswell, New Mexico, has become the basis for UFO conspiracies. Oh, so allegedly the United States military recovered a crashed extraterrestrial spacecraft after metallic and rubber debris was covered by Roswell Army airfield personnel. U.S. Army forces announced possession of the flying disc. Okay, so basically it's technically just real. I don't know if that's really conspiracy because they basically said it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's not really. It's not. I don't even think that should be down in the this. You know what I mean? It was in news reports, like local news reports. So unless there's mass hysteria, I'm gonna probably say a solid 4, bro. Bro, every time I'm there, something weird happens. Denver Airport's creepy as fuck, bro. I would never go there in my life. Yeah, sounds hot. Smash. All right, guys. QAnon. So this one is I don't think I know this one. I can't lie. QAnon. I think I do, but I don't. So I'm gonna look this one up as well. Is it like a type shit? QAnon theory. Oh shit. So QAnon is a far-right political conspiracy theory and a political movement that originated in 2017. QAnon centers around the fabrications of anonymous individuals known as the Q clearance patriot. Okay, so basically it's the people. Whoa. Oh, okay. Core beliefs is that the cabal of cabal of satanic cannibalistic child M's in league with the deep state and operating in a global child ring that Donald Trump is secretly leading to fight against them. Yes, they're obviously, if we know about all this stuff, obviously Anonymous has been trying to do stuff for a while. If you guys know Anonymous, basically these are the people that do stuff like this, expose stuff, and people are saying that these people are some of the people that expose the Epstein files. I don't know if I can say that. All right, now I have to go for real. Bye, everyone. Later, Nick. Later, Nikki. Bye, Nikki. Bye, Nikki. Nikki. All right. So basically, going too much detail. Probably these motherfuckers are real people. So let's go solid 5, because obviously if we believe in this, we believe in this. You feel me? Egyptian architecture. So basically people are trying to say that Egyptian, we kind of know the gist of this. There's 2 theories. One theory is that aliens made it, obviously. The second theory is that instead of having technology that was technology, they found out how to use their minds, like on some telepathic superpower type shit, to move these boulders, and that's why they actually were more spiritually knew how to use their fucking brains to move shit, bro. Like the pyramids and shit. That's how they made it. So instead of using their actual their bodies and their technology to move these things, they found out ways to move it with their brains and minds, and that was learned from, like, I don't know. Some people say it was aliens. Some people just said it was, they learned it from, and maybe that's how they learned it from. Like the Bible, it says that these people, was made from like Moloch and all these evil demons that claim to be God and shit. Because the huge bricks are so heavy that how could humans have built it? That's exactly. So Iberia is kind of sound in that way. There's a couple ways you could explain that theory, but also history is trying to are finding that Egypt was also like a good 5,000 years older than it actually was, like how old we know it as. So it's also not far-fetched to believe that they just had better technology than we actually believe they had. You know what I mean, guys? You believe humans built it, to be honest? I don't know if humans built it, but something built it. You know what I mean? The same thing about Stonehenge. I don't know. I'm going to say it's a solid 3 on the list for me, because I feel like there's a whole bunch of, like, towards this claim. So I'm going to go with 3. Let's go with 3, guys. All right, Hollow Earth. So I actually was super into this theory like a couple years back, and I fully believed it. So basically, the theory about Hollow Earth is that there's a whole little section, like got those big ass caves, bro. Imagine that in the real world, but there's an actual world, and that's where giants live. That's supposed to be the theory, that there's a big ass world under us that harbors different types of humans and shit like that. Basically, it harbors that's where the giants from the Bible go, and people are saying that there's claims that Yahtzee people, they actually were trying to look for an entryway to get in there, that they are under there too. That is creepy to think about. What the fuck, Skip? Like the huge Chinese cave that was. Oh my god, yeah. There's a place in China, I believe. Yeah, I think it's China, Lou. that basically when you go do this hike, you have to first of all be escorted by one of the government officials that work there, and they tell you can't look across this one place, and they say it's for people reasons, but people assume that there's a big ass entryway in China that they don't want us to see under that little hollow earth. It's a little bit creepy. There's a little bit of evidence backing it. It's a little bit weird, but I don't think it's hard to assume that this big ass boulder we live on, right? You're telling me there wouldn't be little nooks and crannies that people live under, right? You know what I mean? Like in here, you're telling me there wouldn't be a little bit before the core and the earth and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's not hard to believe. You know what I mean? Ew, stop. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 4, bro. That's a 4 on my list, bro. I can't lie. 3 Nah, it's a 4, bro. Freemasons. So Freemasons are not really a theory. There's Freemasons that live right next to me. There's Freemason lodges right next to me. But the Freemason theory is that they control the whole world, and they've been since the start of the start of the. Sorry, guys, my brain went fucking blubber. The theory is that the Freemasons have been controlling the government or the United States government since the jump. Because if you look this up right here, George, who was the first U.S. president, I know I have just a whole bunch of British people in here for some reason now. George Washington Freemason. So basically, if you guys don't know, you know how George Washington and Freemasonry played a role throughout George Washington's life, from his initiation from Lickensburg Lounge in Virginia to his death. So basically, he was one of like the top Freemasons in all of America. So he was if you guys don't know, Freemasons basically, like, they super powerful, super wealthy people that live at the top. People say it has to do with demonic shit. Like, once you go deeper, it's all like a whole bunch of ball and crazy devil shit. But if you want to say the theory that they control the world, it's kind of true because, you know, the president in our fucking history of the U.S. was a Freemason, bro. So compare the two. You know what I mean? Like, really a theory. I mean, on George Washington's Mount Vernon. Like, they don't hide it, bro. George Washington becomes a master mason on history.com. They don't even try to hide that bitch, bro. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him holding the things. Look at him holding and doing the Freemason symbols, bro. Like, they don't try to hide it whatsoever. He was very much a Freemason. Very much some weird shit going on. And that's why you see on, like, Masturbator. All right, bro. So you also see on the dollar bill. So if you see on the dollar, obviously it shows him, but it also shows a whole bunch of the back of it. I need to find the back of it, bro. Come on. Obviously, that's why it says right here, it shows in God we trust, but then it shows right here, United Nations. Right here. Sorry. So right here, it says a whole bunch of weird Greek shit. Then it shows, obviously, the Illuminati eye. We all know that. But Novus Ordo Sectorium. That means right here, Novus Ordo Sectorium means New World Order. So if you guys don't know what the New World Order is, it's a whole bunch of weird shit like World Illuminati, whatever, yada yada yada. You know what I mean? That's what that stands for. So yeah. So not a theory, most likely 100% real. But say a 5. Solid 5 on that one. Right, guys? 5 on the chat. Let's say 5 in the chat. Alright, Greek fire. I don't know this one. Y'all know this one? I want to skip this one. This one sounds boring and kind of gay Latin. Should we skip this one? No, let's not skip it. I feel like if I skip ones, maybe we're just like getting psyoped right now. Greek fire theory. Alright. Greek fire was an incendiary used by the Built Empire from the 7th to the 14th centuries. The recipe for Greek fire was closely guarded state secret and has been lost to history. Historians have variously speculated that it was based on saltpeter, sulfur, or quicklime, but most modern scholars agree that it was based on petroleum mixed with resins, comparable to the... Okay, what was this? Why is this so crazy? Why is this actually so crazy, though? I don't understand why this would be such a crazy theory. Y'all know about this? Theories. Because the recipe is lost. Okay. See why this would be so crazy, though. Because, I mean, based on the fact that Greek fire was indistinguishable by water. Oh, God. held by destructive power, supposed to react to a quick lime, also blah 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 blah. Okay, so they're trying to be like, wow, how the fuck they make this fire? We can't, bro. So, I'm gonna say it's a solid, probably like, I want to get into more of the spiritual side. Maybe they had some Baal and Moloch shit going on. I don't know. Let's go 3. Let's go 3. Let's go 3. Back. Sup, Fifi? Sup, Fifi? How you doing, Fifi? Fifi, your name kind of sounds like a. Never mind. I can't say that. Okay, never mind. All right, we're looking up Gnosticism. Is it moanable? Fifi. Let me see. Oh, Fifi. No, it's not at all, bro. You're fucked, dude. You're fucked. All right. Gnosticism is a collection of different religions and oh yeah. This is the new religion that people. Yeah. It's a new religion that basically the New World Order is trying to push onto us. That's what they've been saying. And there's like depictions, I think the Denver airport as well, that show that this new religion is supposed to be all the religions combined into one religion. And they're trying to make us believe into that so we can go and progress into society or do our weird little spiel. You know what I mean? To the next era of our life force. Twitch, yeah. Yes. Personally, it isn't really a theory because I just don't know if we're saying the theory is that they're trying to push it onto us. Maybe that's why they're trying to show us aliens now so they can make us believe that all of us believe the same religion. But this is a real like so we don't care, so 1. So it's just, yeah, we don't care. I'll give it a 2, bro. We don't care, so we give it a fucking 1 or 2, bro. Fuck yeah. The back rooms. So the back rooms is like a thing of like, oh, I've been at this place. We know the back rooms. This one gets a solid 1 though, because the back rooms is just like a scary image that we all just feel like weirded about. You know what I mean? That's not really a theory, bro. I don't really feel anything when I think about the back rooms. You feel me? You know what I mean? Isn't Backrooms a game? Yeah, it was a game, but we first saw it from it was an image that people made. Like, I don't know. Red Rooms 5. Oh yeah, this is Red Rooms. So Red Rooms, well, okay, yeah, most likely real. I feel like this is like, it's kind of stupid to believe on the deep web, the dark web. I mean, how many Discord calls we've seen of little kids, you know, how many Reddit videos or like YouTube where they talk about little kids going on Discord with their weird like friends, like the Discord friends, and their friends make them like yacht on the Discord call. So think about that on you know, weird forum on the dark tubes, and you're just paying someone like 50 to, you know, get, you know what I mean? Oh, okay, you know the Red Rooms. The Red Rooms are basically the theory that there is secret places in the dark web that basically they my light died. This sucks. Sorry. Basically, the theory is that it's supposed to be like people, humans or trafficked people, and they basically put them in a red room and they record it for people to watch and to do like a paywall thing, like us to watch people get yachted, you know, bullshit. And basically, people pay on the deep web to watch that. Your light looks fine. My light up there died. So my face would be a little darker, but it's fine. So basically, a whole bunch of the FBI and everything tried to say that it wasn't real and that it's impossible for it to be real because we would break it down in an instant. But I don't believe that because there's been Discord calls of little kids, you know, get on. So if you guys had that under control, like, how do you not have it under control on Discord? You know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to give it a 5 on that one. I don't think that's like a NASA conspiracies. So the NASA conspiracies can mean a lot of variety of things, but the main thing is that NASA is lying to us, and this kind of has to do with flat Earth theory almost. But we can look into a couple of NASA theories that maybe they're talking about. The NASA theory I know about is a kind of a one. FBI in on it. Yo, chill. Don't say that. So theories. This could be a good ass YouTube video if I don't get banned, bro. So yeah, so I'm not gonna use Copilot search though. I'm not gonna use that. Fuck that, bro. So one of them obviously is the moon hoax, that they faked the moon landing. Also, the people like Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong are very much tied with the Freemasonries and stuff as well. So people believe that NASA is just one big, like even the logo, NASA itself is just one big way to basically like Illuminati devil worshipping. And there's something about their logo, I can't remember why, but their thing is supposed to be about demons and shit too. So yeah, so what they're trying to say is NASA is lying to all of us about space, about all this bullshit. But that would have to coincide with the fact of flat earth theory and that there's demons running like these, not demons, but, you know, our devil worshippers that are trying to lie to us. So I would say a 3. A 3, I don't know. I don't try to... So what I started realizing about growing up is that I used to say that space is fake and blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to be the dumbass that's telling a person that's done like fucking years of astrophysicists and fucking working their fucking job in space, and then I'm the fucking dumbass to come to them and be like, space ain't real though. Like, no, bro, like I can't be that asshole anymore. You know what I mean? So a 3. Holy shit, my dad keeps asking to help and then saying we'll do it later. It's your dad's? Yo, Nick. Birds aren't real. So this theory basically stems from the fact that people think that birds are fake and they're actually planted by government to track us down at everything. And why people say that is because you never see birds. Like when it was going around, there was like no... Y'all remember that? Because we were all inside. There was like no birds when COVID was going around. So, aren't real. And how I know this is actually most likely real is because look at this, guys. Look at this fucking video. Like, maybe in the US, maybe it's not so real, but most likely is. But speed birds in China. I show speed. Where is it? Yo, okay, bro, it's a video. What the fuck is this? Yo, bro. So there's a video of... Where is it, bro? Search up Bin's Chicken Australia. What the No, I'm not looking that up. See our fucking birds. I don't want to see your birds, you dumb fuck. Why would I want to see your... Anyways, I guess it don't really matter, but there's a video of Speed going next to these fucking birds, bro, in China, and these motherfuckers are dead-ass following him. And there was also a video of this bird with Vladimir Putin, and basically Vladimir Putin went like this. He went like that or something to the bird, and the bird went like this to him. Like this. And then kept walking, bro. I'll search it. I know what you're talking about. But so Vladimir, how do you spell Vladimir Putin? Vladimir Putin bird video. Look, guys, watch. Look at this. He says hi to the bird. The fucking bird's in lockdown! Why? How? He went, what's up, bro? He said, you gotta say hi to me. He said, oh shit, sorry, my bad. Alright, what's up, bro? I respect the shit out of you, bro. Don't kill my ass. Later, dog. What the fuck? You see how long ago that was, too? How do you think that's real? It's real! It's not, bro, you think that's AI? How old that is, bro? You know how old that is, bro? You're so dumb if you don't think that's real, bro. That's real as shit, bro. For real, Lou. That's real! Alright, fine. Fuck you guys. Birds aren't real. That's a solid 5 for me. That's a 5. I'm sorry. Y'all can suck my dick, bro. It's a 5. I didn't say AI, fucker. So what did you say then? CGI. No! Fine. Fuck you guys. Taurus Earth. I don't know this one. Let's look up Taurus Earth. Don't know Taurus Earth. This is getting hard now. This is getting hard like my penis. Taurus Earth theory. Taurus Earth theory. What? Expanding on theory. Earth rulership of Taurus. What? I'm scared now. What does this mean? Taurus Earth. The strange conspiracy. I don't have 8 minutes to read this, but where theory. Let's look it up on Reddit. Let's see Reddit, bro. I keep farting. Fucking hell. I hate being gassy. Oh shit, you're gassy today? Oh shit. I fuck with that, dude. You're really gassy right now? Are you joking? Don't lie, bro. This guy's explaining all of them. Oh my god. Reptiles, Patagate, below surface, Roswell. He has all of them. I should keep this. Remind me to keep this one open, guys, because he has everything, bro. Where is it? It should be around here. Taurus Earth. The Earth is a donut, and we can prove it through science. What the fuck? That's not what I thought at all. What the fuck does that mean? Earth is a donut? What? Guys, apparently some people believe that Earth is actually shaped like a donut. What the fuck? Guys, why would they... Yo, that would be hard as fuck, though. I love donuts. Me too. Already controls Earth. They make me... Alright, bro. I don't want to look this up and find out why they believe this, because a donut-shaped planet is technically possible. Okay, I don't care, bro. I genuinely don't care enough to research this. I don't. I truly don't. I truly don't care about our Earth being a donut. I don't think it changes anything in our life. So let's give it a 1, bro. That's getting a 1, bro. Is that God's cause? Alright, bro. Alright. Next one. Mattress firm stores. So basically the theory about mattress firm stores is that mattress firm stores are, people are like, why is there so many? So if you look up in your area how many mattress firm stores there are, there's a shit ton. But you would probably think, how did they make any of their money, bro? So you're like, how the fuck are they making any of their money if there's so many of them? How do they stay open? Because how long do you need a mattress? When's the last time you guys bought a mattress, bro? So what the theory is, they make no money. How are they making money? So it's like a money laundering / obviously it can go to trafficking as well, but most likely money laundering. So let's go with I think there's multiple businesses. I think like Arby's, bro. Arby's is probably doing the exact same thing Mattress Firm is doing, bro. They hide money under beds. A year ago, but before that, literally 20 years. Exactly, bro. Wait, how old are you, Fifi? What the fuck? How old are you? You old, bro. Arby's Meat Mountain. Arby's theory. Bro, we should make our own theory, bro. We should make our own fucking theory. The Arby's theory, bro. Arby's is a money laundering place. Fifi is a cougar. She's my age, bro. So if she's a cougar, what does that make me, bro? Alright. Kennedy assassination. So this shouldn't be that high. This should be probably up here. So basically the theory is that one guy actually was a Russian spy, or that we killed Kennedy ourselves. The U.S. government did it themselves. I guess not we, because I'm not a part of them. That made me seem like a spy, but I don't think they would have my dumbass. I think if this motherfucker was controlling the narrative right now on what is real or fake, I think you guys are fucking dumb. And I think if you guys are listening to me about the narrative, I don't know, bro. Y'all gotta turn around. Alright, bro. You do, bro. You do it. You turn around and bend your ass over and fucking smell it or some bullshit, bro. 360. Yo, bro. Alright. Time cube. Next one is time cube. What the fuck is a time cube? Let's look on that one guy. He has all the ball. Time cube. Time cube. Let's look for, help me find time cube, guys. Time cube. Right there. All of modern science is a lie created by the scientific version of the Illuminati, and we can prove it through science. Holy fuck. That's kind of scary as fucking dick, bro. So, I technically believe this theory because I've been telling you guys this theory all along. So, technically, I would say time cube theory is real if what they're saying is true to what time cube theory is. Because I've been saying all this stuff about is all fake. So I would say I believe in that. That's getting a... So this one, obviously, this one's getting a 5. It's getting a 5 as well. Squat stream when? Found it in your panties. Say that again. Prove it through science when they said science is made by Illuminati. Well, no, they're saying that modern science is made by the Illuminati. They're not saying that science in general is made by the Illuminati. There was science made before America was first built. You know what I mean? That's what they're trying to say. MK Ultra. So MK Ultra isn't a theory. They actually did. So if you guys know what MK Ultra is, MK Ultra, long story short, the U.S. was doing operations during the Red War, the Cold War with the Russians. They were trying to find ways to get people to mind control them. That's what it's supposed to be, a mind controlling operation. They were trying to use people like psychics and shit to see if they could control people's minds. And basically they said, the operation, they were like, oh, it didn't work, so we just shut it down. The theory is that they use MK Ultra still to this day to control our brains, control the narrative, and make us lean towards different things, or control our brains, or someone like Charlie Kirk could have been yachted by that one kid, but maybe that kid actually was controlled by a bigger operation. Y'all feel me? So that's what MK Ultra would come into play, that still nowadays we still have that. I love being controlled. Alright, bro. LSD pregnant. Alright, bro. Anyways, so we're going to give that one a solid 4 because I just think people like... Should I say this? Fuck it. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's do it, bro. So you Donald Trump, kid who sniped at him. You know what I mean? Thomas Matthew Crooks, all right? So let's look up this kid's name, right? So this was the kid that shot at him. He was a little boy, bro. He was a little boy that shot at him. They said he was just some... They said he actually voted Republican or shit. But when you actually look deeper into it, Thomas Matthew Crooks right there, BlackRock. So he actually worked for BlackRock, bro. He appeared in a 2022 BlackRock ad. So he was under the BlackRock whatever the fuck. And if you guys know what BlackRock is, it's a big corporation that basically controls everything in the U.S. and every single corporation we know. Fucking every brand you think of, they control basically everything, bro. He needs a hairline transplant. Yeah, you do. So basically, he was in a BlackRock ad, and if you know BlackRock, they control everything. So if you would think these little kids were getting mind controlled by them to do, get the big T out of there, bro. And I'm not talking about me. You know what I mean? So that theory, I'm going to give that a 4, bro. I'm definitely going to give it a 4. How old is he? A kid? Not you? Then I don't want to know. All right, bro. Fluoride water. So the theory is that there's fluoride in the water and it makes us stupid and gay and ugly, bro. That's basically the theory. It makes us stupid and controlled. Like MK Ultra, they found a way to put something to mind control us and make us stupid, gay, and ugly. Personally, maybe, but I feel like it would have a bigger effect. Maybe that's why everyone likes men nowadays, bro. Whoa. I'm just playing. MLM. What the fuck am I saying? Wait, guys. Wait, I'm not stupid, gay, or ugly, but water you drink, yes. WOW, MLM. Anyways, I don't know. I don't really think that one's that. I think it's just probably bad for you. Like, you shouldn't drink fluoride in your water. Probably should just drink water, but anyways. Cannibal Queen Elizabeth. So, this has to do with Pizzagate and all that stuff. So, if you believe in Pizzagate, you believe in this because she ate babies. That's what they're trying to say. Obviously, I probably believe it. She's a powerful woman that lived very long. Fuck it. Let's go 4. You know what I mean? 1? Y'all believe 1 on this? Don't believe it. Y'all don't believe it? How? Why don't you believe it? If you believe in this, you believe in this. Those things go hand in hand. This goes hand in hand with that, which also goes hand in hand with the other thing you also believe, which is like this. You know what I mean? Which Queen Elizabeth? Let me look. Let's look a little bit deeper. Let's look a little deeper since you guys are so curious. So cute and curious. So cute and little curious babies you are. Cute and little curious babies. I farted again. All right. Next one. Where is it? Cannibal Queen Elizabeth. The flesh and bones of children were found in Queen Elizabeth's freezer, and she has a warrant for the disappearance of hundreds of Indian children. I didn't know it went that deep. What? False claims. Stupidity season 1. Fact check. All of them are fact checks. All of them are fact checks. Which obviously, no shit. They're all going to be like that. Yo, bro. Saturn hide. Yo. We're not looking deeper into that because they obviously don't want us to look deeper into that. I'm going to give that a solid, it didn't happen. Oh, shit. It's not showing anymore. This light is fucking dog shit, bro. It's pissing me off. Bro! My fucking light is horrible, bro. Fuck! Guys, my light's not working. Give me a second. Tristan, do you whimper? I think so. Why would you know, Fifi, if I whimper or not? What do you mean if I whimper? That hurt my eyes so bad. You're fucking lying, bro. You're fucking lying. You're lying. You're dead ass lying, bro. That's better. Wait. No, it's not better. That's good, bro. Why is it not working? And my eyes are dead now. When I go up, it fucks up. Alright, fuck it, bro. Let's go. You're almost as white as me. Now I'm white, guys, so be hype about that. Tristan is white again. Next one. We're giving that a solid 3. Quantum mechanics. God, I'm gonna have to read some more bullshit. How much more down should we go down the list? Because I think I might almost end this segment. We're gonna just do some fun ones, and then we're gonna be done. I'm skipping quantum mechanics. I feel like that's so boring. Fuck it. We won't skip it. Let's not skip shit. Let's not be stupid. Alright. Quantum mechanics. Everyone help me look for quantum mechanics. Where is that? Quantum mechanics. A conspiracy theory for each and every poorly understood quantum mechanics theory. What? So was it that just... Next, bro. Do the what one? Yo! No! Next one we got is Chemtrails. Chemtrails is so boring. So fucking boring. I don't want to do chemtrails. So boring, and it's probably not even that true. It probably is true, but it's like, oh no. That's like the same thing as the fluoride water one. You're telling me that they needed fluoride water, and they also needed chemtrails to control our brain all at the same time? So we need to breathe it in, and we also need to drink it. We also need to do something else for it. I'm sorry, but I'm not... Maybe, but I'm just gonna give it a 2 for not giving a fuck. You know what I mean? It's so boring. Leonardo da Vinci, this is the one I want to think about, and then we can go to the one you guys want to hear. Helter Skelter. Leonardo da Vinci, I actually want to hear this one because I don't know what they mean by Leonardo da Vinci, bro. That can mean a lot of things, bro. He's either an alien or a time traveler. Or he's literally gay. Alright, bro. So basically why they're trying to say that is because he just knew so fucking much. And he was just so smart, bro. They're like, how the fuck were you that smart and knew this much? He knew, there was also pictures and depictions of him trying to make fucking tanks. Deadass tanks. Tanks that can move and shit. Tanks. And obviously we all know about the airplanes he tried to make. But there was airplanes, there was tanks, there was all this crazy shit he knew how to do. There's designs for machines that would just be much more advanced than what he would know. So people are like, how the fuck would he know that? But like I said, he could literally just be gay and just be a genius, I guess. Can we see one? Yeah, we can see one. Look. Designs. Tank. Design. From Leonardo da Vinci take design. There you go. There you go. Look at this shit, bro. What the fuck? How'd you know how to do this? What do you mean? What? Look, it has turrets all around it. Yo, look at this little movable thing. He's like, all right, bro, let's make this so we can... What? I guess it's not too crazy just using your imagination and thinking like, this could work because we could have this, this, and that. It's not too crazy to assume that someone could come up with this. It's just more so, how smart was he truly? Why was he so fucking smart and he actually knew things? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's not that crazy of a theory. I feel like I would say a 3. Or actually, I'll say a 2. I just think he was a smart man. And that's why he studied so much. It's because he was so fucking smart. No fucking shit. Helter Skelter. All right, let's look up Helter Skelter now. Because you guys are really hyped about Helter fucking Skelter. Or I think it was just Lou, but still. Charles Manson believed the Beatles were communicating to him through music that all blacks in America would kill all except for the Mason family and make him their king. So we're going to move on from that one. I think that this just gets like 1. What the fuck is... What? Yo, what? All right, Mount Rushmore Chamber. And then we're going to go to that one and that one. Oh, God. We're not doing that one. Wait, anyways... Mount Rushmore Chamber. We'll go to that one. Mount Rushmore Chamber. All right. There's a chamber in Abraham Lincoln's head. There's a chamber in Abraham Lincoln's head in the Mount Rushmore. Many people have different ideas of what's inside. Usually, it's an alien version of Ghostbusters. That's weird. Let's look at the why they would say that. Statue of Liberty sex room. I would love to go there. Mount Rushmore Chamber. Why does Mount Rushmore hold a secret chamber? Wait, what? It's real? Why are they saying it? It's fact. What? Shrine was left unfinished and remains concealed from view. What? What? Resembles the entrance of an ancient tomb of... This is weird as fucking dick. I'm getting scared. What? Get me an AI hat. Alright, bro. So basically this tomb, there's a tomb in Abraham Lincoln's head that's supposed to be like Pharaoh's head. The pharaohs, like that big ass pharaoh. Let's see it. What the fuck? So basically they're saying, why did they make that the same way they made the head like this one? You can go inside of this. You guys realize that? The one in Egypt, you can go inside of it. And Abraham Lincoln's head you can go inside of. So it's weird for some reason. They're saying it has to do with some alien bullshit. I don't know. That's weird. But I would feel like that theory, ranking it on the realness notes, it's obviously a 5 because that chamber is real. But I guess the theory is that there's aliens or something. I think people just wanted to go inside the head of Abraham Lincoln, be like, he did that. People have tapped in there. All right, bro. Skinwalkers. So I can't say that word 3 times, or one of them might come to my house and eat me alive. But I got one more chance, and they might eat my ass. So So those things are things that shapeshift into different types of things around you and act like they're little animals or whatever, and they eat you and shit. That's the theory about them. Woo! So you have to say it 3 times, and they come, and there's a place called Ranch that goes, and they have them, and they habit them. And it's like a creepy little theory. I don't know how much I believe them, but I'm not trying to test fate. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to test. Yo, y'all are gonna die. Y'all are gonna die. Y'all are gone. 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 All right, bro. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you guys later. Next one, we got is Nikola Tesla. So Nikola Tesla, if you guys don't know him, he's a real historian. He's a real scientific guy that basically found out a way to make free energy that would be ever-loving energy. But basically, he was killed, people believe, by higher powers. And so he made, people just say that he made the AC power system, but people said that he made more than that. And he actually made a whole lot more. He was very, very, very smart. And he knew so much, but they had to get him out of there because he was trying to help the world a little bit too much. And was trying to make people that weren't making money, less money. I'll scream it in the VC. Do it. I want to hear. We're going to go on to. I want to hear that, Lou. So we're going to go this one probably a 3. This one a 5 because there's a real human that was gone. This one, Aztec Gold. I don't really care about Aztec Gold. So we're going to skip across that, and we're just going to go to Bohemian Grove. And that's the last one on this iceberg. That is the last one on this iceberg. A long-standing rumor that the world's most... I know this, bro. Holy fuck. I already know this. I don't need to explain it. So basically, Bohemian Grove is a place that is in California, and basically, it has a giant owl and shit. And a whole bunch of elite people go there, and they say they just have a little party festival type thing for like a day and or like a weekend or something. But what people think is weird is that there's a weird owl, and owls have to allegory to Satan worshiping. And people believe that same thing about like, this and this. They believe that they do a whole lot of cannibalism and satanic rituals at Bohemian Grove. And also, there's been people that have been trying to go there. There's people that have been there and they saw all the things they have there. It's a whole bunch of just like, ritualistic shit, but there's nothing too crazy. And I also think that if they were going to do that, it would have to be a little bit more a concealed place. But Alex Jones did show, I don't know if I can show this video. Maybe I'll have to take this out of YouTube, or maybe I might get banned on Twitch. I'll be good, bro. Right, chat? It's like the Epstein parties. Did I show this? Can I show this? Alex Jones. If it's just a place to think so. So let's see if this is just the.
This is Arizona's biggest name in gaming. Whether it's at the brilliant.
Have you been there for the ceremony with the cremation of care? Frankly, I don't think that's something I need to talk to you about.
Look. So this is what was going on. He came to Bohemian Grove and hid while they were doing a fucking ritual, bro. Look at that. They're screaming. These are elite people. These are government officials. These are billionaires. These are a whole bunch of rich assholes in Bohemian Grove in California.
Sir, everything I don't owe you this comment.
I know, I appreciate
it. This is what's called ambush journalism, and I disrespect you for that as well. So thank you and goodbye.
Been in the ritual?
That's none of your damn business.
Oh,
That's right. Listen. You go around and make understandings with people and violate them. You ambush people on the street.
So look at this. This is real recording. Guys, this is a real recording of what happened at Bohemian Grove, and this is what he saw.
Time malevolence which would pursue us here has lost its power under these friendly trees.
Guys, you hear all those fucking frogs, bro? Isn't that fucking creepy? If you know anything about like rituals and all that bullshit, that's frogs. They use fucking frogs and sacrifice them bitches.
So shall we burn thee once again this night? Flames that eat thine effigy. We shall read the sign. Midsummer sets us free. You shall burn me once again. Now but these flames, which hither ye have brought from regions where I reign, Ye fools and priests, I spit upon your fire.
Yo.
Wow. Great son of all mortal wisdom, owl of Bohemia, we beseech thee, grant us thy counsel. Great owl of Bohemia, we thank thee for thy admiration. Begone, dull care. Great owl.
So, okay. So, yeah, long story short, that's what they're doing there. Creepy as fucking dick and balls. What I can say is that I don't know 100% about Bohemian Grove if they're actually doing, all that stuff and all that Pizzagate stuff there because of how widely known it is, and also it's in fucking California. So it'd be very, very hard for them to get away with that shit there, I would feel like. But who knows? And also, wouldn't Alex Jones get that video, be able to post that online if he saw that? I think they just do their very own ritual there, and they get off that little ball and Moloch shit, and they get off the little penises there, and then they're like, okay, let's go on with our day. And if we want to do, crazier rituals, we go to, someone like Freaky Boy Epstein and shit. Anyways, that is the end of that segment, and that is the end of that. I'm going to give Bohemian Grove a solid 5 because it's real, but, no. Actually, I'm going to give it a 3. Only because, yes, it's a real place, and yes, it's been shown to be doing rituals there, but I don't think they do all the cannibalism, and I don't think they do all the Pizzagate and all that crazy stuff. You know what I mean, guys? I'm ready. Skinwalker